Hello, it's Binni here. Today I want to give an analysis or rather an update into Seng Tech. You know that Seng market, Hong Kong market been moving very well, especially the tech stocks. I've been covering about Seng Tech since last year, about October, and then been talking about it early this year, about January, and we've seen Seng Tech move from about 4,400 to trade at 6,000 right now. So I did two videos, so you can refer to the previous two videos. And then recently, what I did was an update here, which was when Seng Tech was around this area. And that's about 5,400, 5,500. And today, Seng Tech is trading again at 6,000. First, two things about this video. Number one, how do I know that Seng Tech might rebound from here? Again, that there are methods that we use, and I'd like to share with you this method. But first, if you like to, remember, follow me in the YouTube channel. But most important, remember to scan this QR code or join the Telegram, because whenever I don't have time to make a video but I do write analysis, then I will post it in the Telegram group. And I just posted my analysis, the reason why I think that Seng Tech would be supported here in the analysis in Telegram group. So quickly go and join that, right? So you know the trades that I'm looking at. Second objective is whether Seng Tech will break the recent high. So I think that this is a very important question, and this is exactly what I'm going to talk about today. All right, first let's talk about why I think that Seng Tech is going to rebound from here. So it's a very easy method, especially when you have a market that keeps breaking new high. Okay, so technique is to look at the previous high point here. Like for example, this was the previous high in Seng Tech, and let me just zoom out so you see the whole price structure here. So just to give you a little bit of background that Seng Tech has been basing, so what's that base? Okay, so in this base, just a little bit more information is that you might want to see it as like a cup and then a handle here, right? So that's your cup, and then this is your handle. Now what this cup means is there's a consolidation for a period of time, and that consolidation happens around 2022 to late or rather third quarter of 2024. So that's about a 2-year consolidation, and then we have this handle that's about a 6-month handle before price breakout of this whole consolidation. All right, so in this case, if you look at this consolidation, so this was the previous high point. So in this case, people would be asking, so I missed out on this whole up move, all right, because then there was breakout of this high point. So I missed out on this whole high, so I missed out on this entire up move. Then what can I do? I wait for price to come back, and then this becomes like your resistance that turn into the support. In other words, right, this high here becomes a reference point to people who missed out getting in. All right, so in this case, necessarily, all right, we have a trade that it's a resistance that turns support. But sometimes a resistance that turns support doesn't work out well. Then why is it that this trade works well, right? The idea is because it is a breakout of this 2.5-year base. So Seng Tech has a breakout of 2.5-year base, and hence this is just the move of this breakout. Okay, now, so that's the reason why I pointed that we are likely going to have a rebound at this level here, and hence for this particular analysis. And remember to hit that Telegram button to follow in the Telegram group, because that's where every time I post it, it will be up in Telegram the moment I posted my analysis. All right, second question here, which I want to address, is whether we're going to have a break of this all-time high for this moment. Okay, unfortunately, there is really no way that we know whether it will break. Okay, but one of the things that can be done, all right, is if, let's say, I'm going to draw a horizontal line here, all right? So how do you know it's going to break, right? It would be when it starts to break. So that's how we know, okay? But there's also one more clue that you might want to look out for, is that when price starts to hover here without coming down. Okay, so let's say, for example, it doesn't break, right? It tested the recent high and it starts to hover here without correcting a lot. Now, what do I mean by without correcting a lot, right? Take a look at this movement here. So this is a upward moved, all right? When I say without correcting a lot, means that it doesn't come down like a 30% from the high point that it made. So let's say the high point was about 6,085, then it doesn't move down by more than 30%. So this means that when there is a correction, then people aren't willing to sell when it gets to low point, or that people are willing to come in by just correcting a little bit. So you should be watching out for whether price consolidate at this moment here, all right, and then there is a higher chance for price to break out. Okay, so again, I want to say that there is really no way whether we know that whether this would be moving higher, all right, whether this will be doing a breakout, but there are some things that we can observe. And if you like to do some short-term trading, then warrants.com.sg provides the Seng Tech warrants, and as well as SocGen has the Seng Tech Index on its DLC, as well as Seng Index and Seng China Enterprise. And not to forget that UBS also has Seng Tech. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to subscribe to the Telegram. Alright, that's all for my update on Seng Tech, and I see you in my next video.